Lots of people travel to the big station at the end of the line. Engines from the other railways sometimes pull these trains. These engines stay the night and go home the next day. One day, Gordon was talking to one of these engines. "When I was young, I remember going to London. You know the place? The station's called King's Cross." "King's Cross?" spluttered the engine. "London is Euston. Everybody knows that." "Rubbish," burst out Duck. "London is Paddington. I know. I worked there." That night, the engines still argued about London. They argued when they woke up. They were still arguing when the other engine left next day. "Stupid thing," grumbled Gordon. "A lot of nonsense about a station name." "Stupid yourself," retorted Duck. "London's Paddington. Paddington, do you hear?" "Stop arguing," said James. "You make me tired. You both agreed about something anyway." "What's that?" "You're both being stupid. Now shut up," Gordon hissed as he puffed away. "I'm sure it's King's Cross. I'll go and prove it." That was easier said than done. London lay beyond the big station at the end of the line. Gordon pulls the big express here, and another engine takes the train on the rest of the way. If I didn't stop, he thought, I could go to London. One day he ran right through the station. Another, he tried pulling away before the fireman could uncouple the coaches. He tried all sorts of things, but his driver stopped him every time. "Oh dear, I'll never get there." One day he pulled his train as usual. He uncoupled the coaches and ran onto a siding out of the way. A few minutes later, an inspector spoke to Gordon's driver. "Listen here, Gordon," he shouted. "The engine that takes the express turned over when coming out of the yard. The inspector wants us to take the train on to London. I said we could if the Fat Controller lets us. We telephoned and he said we could do it." "Come on," said Gordon, "let's go." It had only been a few minutes, but to Gordon it seemed like ages. Come on," he groaned to the coaches. We're going to town," chattered the coaches. London was a long way away. "Never mind, I like a good long run to stretch my wheels." But all the same, he was glad when London came into view. The Fat Controller was in his office when the station master came. "Excuse me, sir, have you seen the news?" "Not yet. Why?" "Well, take a look at this, sir." The Fat Controller nearly fell out of his chair laughing. "Goodness me! There's Gordon! Headlines too! Famous engine at London Station. Police called to control crowds." Gordon arrived back the next day. The Fat Controller greeted him warmly. "Well, Gordon, did you enjoy your visit to London?" "We did, sir," laughed the driver. "We signed autographs till our arms ached, and Gordon had his picture taken in so many directions he didn't know which way to look." "It sounds like you enjoyed yourself, didn't you, Gordon?" "No, sir, I didn't." "Why ever not?" "London's all wrong," he answered sadly. "It isn't King's Cross anymore. It's St. Pancras."